Let's get a check of your forecast because we have had great baking weather. If this is the time of year when I like to be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I like to be making some,
You like to be where it's
goodies for
warm?
the family.
Where it's warm because it's so cold outside. Yeah, definitely has been the season the last several days here, and it's going to be the case as we go through really at least this first part of December. We're going to stay very chilly. The good news heading into this evening is even though our temperatures are well below average, things are looking a lot better for that drive home compared to how things were this morning. A lot of us had a very rough commute this morning. Things are looking much better on our roadways as we head towards that evening commute. Just a couple of minor slowdowns out there. Just one accident's been reported lately. That's on the turnpike, actually, right near 71, but not seeing any major slowdowns at this point because of that accident. So all in all, we're setting up for some much better conditions as we head into those evening hours. As far as snow totals, yeah, most of us coming in right around 2 to 4 inches of snow. Here's a couple of totals. Lexington out in Richland County coming in just south of 5 inches. Madison coming in at about 4.5. Down towards Akron Canton Airport, 3.5. And Hopkins picking up 3 inches of snow. And they're actually running above average for snowfall, at least for the time being. See how long that can last. Now, as we go through the rest of the day, we are going to see that snow working on tapering off. Still have just a little bit that's lingering. We're going to dry out as we go through the evening and overnight hours. Tomorrow, we're dry for much of the daytime hours, but we will get a chance for some snow, especially as we get into the overnight. And all in all, it's going to be, good baking weather. We're going to stay very chilly as we go through the rest of this week and even into much of next week as well. We'll look out to the Climate Prediction Center, 8 to 14-day outlook. So this is kind of going towards the last little bit of our 10-day forecast and beyond. So taking us towards that middle part of December, and there's still a very good probability that we have below average temperatures. Average high is about 45 degrees for this time of year, and we are not going to be anywhere close to that as we go through the next couple of weeks here. So just something to be prepared for. If you haven't finished your Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Tuesday, whatever shopping, a jacket and the winter gear is going to be a good idea if you don't already have that ready to go. Here's our live look across downtown Cleveland. Plenty of cloud cover. If you look closely, you can still see a few of those flakes flying. Temperatures at 32 degrees right now. Winds have not been bad, so that has been good. The crews were really able to take care of those roadways very efficiently this morning thanks to that wind not being too bad. So we don't have the issues with blowing and drifting snow, which is good news. We do still have a couple areas where we've got some flakes lingering. As I mentioned, we've been seeing those on the camera through downtown Cleveland. We got some flakes falling across some parts of Cuyahoga County, and really this is kind of our last push of really nuisance snow that's been coming in off of the lake and kind of pushing off to the south. So this is the last bit of snow that we really need to get out of here before we look drier heading into the evening hours. So this is starting to trend southward and away from the lake shore. Right now we still have a little bit of snow falling across areas of Summit County, but more snow falling through areas of Medina County, especially along 71 and 76 heading west of Akron as well. Some snow on that evening drive. But all in all, looking again much better than we were this morning. This morning snow, what we had overnight is well off to the east. We got plenty of cold air that is settling in around the Midwest and the Great Lakes, and that's going to stick with us for the foreseeable future here. Tonight we will eventually dry out. It's going to be chilly with temperatures back into the lower 20s. Tomorrow, a fairly decent day. Temperatures do struggle in the 30s, but we look mostly dry through the daytime hours. We'll pick up that chance for snow late as we get into that National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. I think we're dry through the evening commute tomorrow. It's as we head into the overnight that we get that chance for some light snow to move through. That's going to be primarily focused on the overnight hours. As we head towards sunrise on Thursday, a lot of that snow is already going to be out of here, and then temperatures are actually going to be falling through the day on Thursday. Our skies might be improving, but temperatures are going to tank as we go through the day, and that cold air is really going to stay in place for us as we go through the rest of that Union Home Mortgage forecast. Highs just in the 20s and 30s. We'll watch the weekend for some minimal snow potential, not looking like anything too promising. Next week, though, we still have that cold air in place and look like we get a more active pattern to develop, Christy.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Jessica.